Hey all you paper playing peoples, welcome back to Inky Finger Society. My name is Arwen, and that is my real name. I know a couple of people in the comments asked if that was my real name. It is my real name. Let's make an accordion folio. And a special thank you to Beth at Yes, I Make It Myself for being the catalyst to make this tutorial. I'll put her links below. She has a YouTube channel and she also has a website, and she has amazing journals. They're just so beautiful. So go over there and check it out. This is pretty easy. Let me get this coffee out of the way. All you need is 3 pieces of 12 by 12 paper. 12 by 12 paper, double-sided paper. 12 by 12 paper is not actually 12 by 12. It's 30 centimeters by 30 centimeters, which comes to 11 and 13/16 of an inch. So we'll get into that after because you have to center that. I work in centimeters mostly. I've put inches on everything so that you know. The reason why I work in centimeters is not because of any thing other than I was born here in the U.S. A little bit about myself, but I've lived in Greece for over 27 years, so I use the metric system. But I do realize that most people here in the U.S. don't, so I'll try to put inches and make things clearer for people who use inches. I think sometimes it won't be so clear. Also, what else did I want to I got a troll. I got a troll in the comments. I couldn't believe it. Who on earth would troll a junk journal maker? I thought that was so strange. It's probably some kid or something. So now the comments are not going to go on automatically. I have to review them first before they go on. I thought that was the strangest thing. Of all the people on YouTube, why would you troll somebody who makes junk journals? Anyway, so here we go. So you need your 3 sheets of double-sided pretty paper, or you don't have to use pretty paper. You can use anything that has something on the front and back, or you could even say you have some nice gift wrap paper. You don't want to go out and buy pretty papers. A cheaper option is to cut out 2 pieces of gift wrap paper and glue them together, front and back, so you don't have to go out and spend exorbitant amounts of money on pretty papers. You need 2 pieces of cardstock. Now the cardstock is cut at 22.5 centimeters by 11.5 centimeters, or 8.85 inches by 4.5 inches. And you need 2 of those, okay? Make sure it's nice and sturdy. You could also use cereal box, but instead of just cutting 1 piece out, you're going to cut 2 and glue them together for each of these, so they're nice and sturdy. And then you're going to need 4 pieces of pretty paper, or whatever you have. And these are all going to be cut at 21.5 centimeters, or 8.46 inches. I don't know how you'd find that on a ruler. Or by 10.5 centimeters, or 4.13 inches. Okay, and you're going to need 4 pieces of those. Those can be single-sided. This is just double-sided because I wanted to use that. But those can be single-sided. Those are going to be your front and back covers and your front and back inside cover. Okay, so this is super, super easy. So let's get started. Okay, you're going to find the center of your paper. That's why I say it's important to know that it's 30 by 30. Because the actual center is 15 centimeters. Like I said, this paper is actually 11 by 13/16. So if you don't have a metric ruler or something like that, you have to find half of 11 and 13/16, okay? Or you could just play it by ear. Okay, so first we're going to fold one corner up to the middle. If you have a bone folder or a ruler or something, make your crease nice and sharp, okay? Then we're going to fold this one up. Try to get it exactly at the same point, okay? And put that aside. Well, I suppose we could do the other part now. Yeah, we could do that before we start gluing. So, fold them all to the middle. Okay, if you put pencil marks, make sure you erase them. Okay, now you've got all your papers folded, and now we're going to put them together. So if you have contrasting papers, try to make sure that your color flow or your pattern flow is nice and even. Okay, so now we're going to start by gluing these triangles together. Oh, by the way, I didn't even show. This is from the last video posted. So if you didn't see it, this is what we're making. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay. Now, we're going to do our ends, front and ends. So this is going to come over about, you can just eyeball it actually. What you want is that this be centered on this paper. So as you can see, it's a little bit smaller. I would say that was about 1/2 centimeter. No, less. Okay, so you have about, I would say that was about 1/8 of an inch on each side, 1/8 of an inch from this point to the end, and 1/8 of an inch from your fold to this side of the board. And also, it's about 1/4 and 1/4 here. So just eyeball that because it's not super important. I mean, it is, but you can do it just by eyeballing it. glue? Good. Okay. So now we have this. Sorry about that. And you're going to see where you want your folds. Because you could either do them front or back. So we're going to want a fold here. You could actually do this before you put the things on bigger. But there's different ways you could fold it into an accordion. I mean, backwards or frontwards, so. So then we're going to find our middle. Oops. I just realized I probably did that backwards. I should have done it before. So you find your middle, whatever you're using, inches or centimeters. So it's 10 3/4. Or 10.75. Can I see that? Yeah. Okay. There you have your first fold. I just realized that's totally, no, I didn't just really realize it before, but it's totally backwards. You could have done this before. Okay. And we're going to make our next fold. There we go. Push these down. Okay. And now we're going to glue down these pockets. You don't have to glue them down. You could have, you know, you could back them with paper. And they could be fold out journaling spaces. I'm going to glue mine down. So you're just going to glue right here. Okay? If that's the way you want your pocket. Okay, so you got those all glued up. Now we're going to do the inside, excuse me, papers. So, I'm going to do this like this. Oh, I just realized that's really dark. Let's find another paper. Okay. Now here you can, if you want to do your corners, you can. On the other one, I think I left these, I did the insides, I cut the corners on the inside, but the outside I wanted to stay like that. Maybe this time I'll do all the corners. Okay. If you don't have a corner punch, you You can use a coin to trace a little corner. Just line it up on both sides. You got your corner. Just cut them out with a pair of scissors. Now, when you're putting your pretty papers on covers, it's a good time to think about how you want to bind it. I used a little bit of lace on this one, and you can see I put it through here. In other words, through the underneath the pretty paper for the back panel. I think I'm going to do something like that again. 1 minute, I'm going to find some lace. Okay, I didn't find any lace, or I did find lace, but I didn't like it. So, decided to use the seam binding. This is probably the only piece of uncoffee dyed seam binding I have. I'll put that on here. You can put anything you want, any kind of piece of ribbon. You can also do an elastic through here. I'm going to put this on the outside because I already attached the paper. Okay. Get this to kind of lay flat. Got a bit of glue here. These come in really handy. These are glue erasers. They come in super handy. You have to use it within the first minute or two though. Because if it dries more, it won't come off. Okay, there we have that. Now we're going to do our inside here. And for this, we're going to use this. Okay, and there she is. It's pretty quick, huh? So you can build a nice base really fast. Doesn't take long at all. And then you get to our favorite part. What's our favorite part? Embellishing. Definitely. Again, I want to tell you how to embellish it. There's all kinds of opportunities in something like this. You have, how many is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pockets. And you have these flaps that you can do. There's so many things you could do with these. You could add pockets onto them, all kinds of things. But let me show you on this side. And then this side, you can build whatever you want on here, all kinds of pockets, belly bands, and such. Now, for signatures, you could also put signatures on this side, but there's one caveat. You definitely need to reinforce these before you sew anything into them. I would recommend bookbinding tape, which that's very, very pricey. Another alternative is to glue fabric. Just like this fabric here. In fact, something like this would be perfect. And I would even leave it like this. And you do it right on the groove. Glue it down and onto the back side also. In fact, let's do one of those right now. now you can sew a signature in there. You could sew a signature on each one of them. I do recommend reinforcing the other joints with washi tape, only because it's just not here where they're joined by glue, but here, even if you're not going to put a signature, I would put washi tape along them or something similar, cloth, whatever you want, only because it's being bent constantly, and it is paper. So let's flatten this out so it can dry. And that's about it. I hope it made sense. This is my first tutorial. If you could give me any pointers on how I should do it better, or if you wanted to know something else that I didn't explain, because I'm sure I forgot something, then leave a comment. If you like this tutorial, please subscribe. Bye, everybody. I'm back. I just saw the most beautiful thing outside, and it reminded me of this folio that we just made. I walked out onto my back porch after I finished the tutorial, and I saw literally a flock of blue jays. I've never seen so many blue jays all together at the same time in my life, and it so reminded me of these colors. Anyways, I thought that was very serendipitous. Bye-bye.